When Los Angeles-based charity Road Dogs and Rescue took bulldog Lola in, there were immediate concerns for his future. His small size and health issues meant that there were serious doubts about his survival. However, when he opened his mouth and barked, the sound told simply warmed his carers' hearts. When you think of bulldogs, a certain image likely comes to mind. They're known as big and powerful canines with trademark grumpy faces and wide, heavy bodies. However, just like humans, even strong dogs are vulnerable to genetic disorders and health problems. For example, the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals performed a study of bulldogs across 30 years. The results showed that nearly 75% of them tested positive for hip dysplasia. Indeed, health issues for dogs are such a concern that the UK Kennel Club added new breeding regulations in July 2009. There are also organizations across the pond in America joining the fight to help bulldogs with special needs. One of those groups is Los Angeles-based nonprofit charity Road Dogs and Rescue. It explains its admirable goal to provide a better quality of life for suffering pooches on its Facebook page. Road Dogs and Rescue is on a mission to transform the lives of bulldogs and special need pups in LA and spread happiness and healing, it writes on its Facebook page. And one of the animals that it took on was little Lola. Road Dogs and Rescue founder Nikki Carvey described Lola in an interview with Daily Mail in October 2018. "He's supposed to be an English bulldog, but he's not the right size," she said. "When Lola first came to us, he was about the size of a can of Coke," Carvey continued. "He was pretty malnourished, very runtish. It was really like, oh my God, this guy's so tiny. Is he actually even going to live?" But despite being sickly and tiny, Lola had a will to live several times his size. Anyone who knows him knows what a huge spirit he's got, Carvey told Daily Mail. Indeed, the plucky pup's desire for life was matched only by the huge size of his personality. Despite his small stature, Lola is scared of no one. While Road Dog and Rescue provided for its tiny newcomer, the charity came to realize he had no problem speaking his mind either. And for such a little fellow, he had a large voice he used to express himself. Carvey first noticed that as Lola's diet improved, he began to vocalize a lot more. Or as she told Daily Mail, he's very talkative. Furthermore, she noticed that the pup's barking got more frequent when he found something disagreeable. And Lola's a dog who knows what he wants. Carvey continued, "He likes to complain whenever we do anything that he's not 100% a fan of. The main thing he gets sassy about is food. If he's not getting his breakfast on time, you'll hear about it." But even as Lola's health improved, he still suffered from one pronounced issue in particular. He still wasn't walking properly. His legs didn't seem to be growing as they should, which reflected in the pup's movement. "He kind of waddled along with his legs all splayed out," Carvey told Daily Mail. As such, she feared the problem might be permanent. "We thought he might be paralyzed," she elaborated. Fortunately, that wasn't the case, but Lola still had a battle ahead of him. That's because the problem lay in Lola's leg muscles, which didn't work properly. "It's almost like the muscle doesn't even know it can bend," Carvey added. "I hated seeing him struggle, not being able to walk properly." As a result, the charity used tape in an attempt to recondition Lola's legs as part of his rehabilitation. Of course, the outspoken pup disagreed with that. According to Carvey, he wasn't shy about expressing his distaste. Lola wasn't big on the leg taping, so he always had something to say, Carvey told Daily Mail. However, despite his complaints, he soon saw improvement, and it wasn't long before he was able to use his legs a lot better. Carvey added, "Lola was motoring within a few days. He would be up and off exploring." Road Dog and Rescue followed up Lola's rehab with some hydrotherapy, which further improved his muscle condition. And as the pup's recovery progressed, he became even more of a character. Carvey told Daily Mail, "I would describe Lola as a male diva. It's all about what he wants to do, when he wants to do it. That includes play fighting with his rescuer's other dogs, who are several times his size." Thanks to the love and care Carvey's charity provided Lola with, he went from strength to strength. In fact, after Lola's rehab, his walk is now almost like any other dog's. There was also more good news for the plucky pooch. He found a permanent home. Lola is now living with his adopted family in New Jersey, and Carvey couldn't be happier for him. So many of these special needs puppies that we get, they're written off. Carvey concluded to Daily Mail. But their personalities are so huge, it's almost like they have a bigger will to live. That's the good side of rescue. Seeing the puppy that transforms from being really super tiny and you not knowing whether it's going to live to, this little guy now. I hope you liked this video. If so, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to make sure you never miss a video from our channel.